pretend that I know the deep stuff that was in the mind of the Yoruba people when they said "Owa kwe kanuko." But one thing I know for sure is that your mouth has to be round for you to pronounce owo. Try it. Owo. Very good. Money, money, money. It is always the talk of the town. And Money once spoke. It said, "Tí mi ò bá sí nílé, kẹ́nikẹ́ni má ṣe dábàá kankan lẹ́yìn mi." Most of our aspirations are hinged on the mullah, and we see the extent people go today to have some money in their hands. Indeed, money is a spirit, and I urge you to overcome the lust, because even though money is good, the possession of money is good, an obsessive behavior to acquire money, wealth, riches, name it, it is destructive. Ele, Ekabo, welcome back to the Tana Adu channel. My name is Tana and I am your host. On this channel, we'll learn the Yoruba language, we'll learn about the Yoruba people, their culture, ways of life, and everything in between. Deep down, we know that money is paper, but you need that paper to own things, not so. It is actually not the money, but the value of what it can get you. Before currencies came into existence, we exchanged value via trade by barter. People gave out their items, their goods, in exchange for what they believed was commensurate in value to what they were giving out. So for example, if you needed carrots, you would look for someone who has carrots and exchange with, for instance, yam, if the other person needs yam. But who determined how much an item was worth? I believe that's why currencies were invented, so that the market is balanced and people were paid what their goods are actually worth. That way, there's also some level of control in the economy. We started to trade with cowries, subsequently coins were introduced, and now we have paper notes. It pains me that I do not have any coins. I threw my coins away, and that is why I've decided to keep my 5 and 10 Naira notes in case they go out of circulation. As you know, this page is all things Yoruba, so in this video we will be looking at the aliases that Yoruba people have given to Nigerian Naira note. The aliases for some of these notes are not as popular or as common as the others. Anyways, we'll still take them one by one. 5 Naira is called Tafa because of Tafawa Balewa's face that's on the note. 10 Naira, this one is called Owomewa, and it is more common amongst bus conductors and their drivers. Sometimes they also call it one fiber because of the polymer material that's used to make the currency. 20 Naira is called Muri because we have Muritala Mohammed's face on the note. I want you to remember that 20 Naira is Muri because we'll be touching back on it much later in the video. 50 Naira is called Waso or Better Life. Waso is a clipped version of Wazobia, meaning calm in Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo languages respectively. And this is because the major geographical zones are all represented on the currency note. On the other hand, 50 Naira note is also called Better Life, and that's because during the regime of Ibrahim Babangida, his wife set up this poverty alleviation scheme that was called Better Life. It was during his regime that the 50 Naira note was minted, and that is why the people just naturally started calling it Better Life. Mostly amongst bus drivers and conductors, they would call this 100 Naira notes Oriawo, or Awo for short. However, for mainstream Yoruba people, in everyday Yoruba people, they call it Muri Maru. Remember that 20 Naira is Muri, so 20 in 5 places gives you 100, and therefore we now have 100 Naira being Muri Maru. So Muri Kon, Muri Maru. This is 120 Naira note, and this is 520 Naira notes in one. 200 Naira is called Akpokon. I knew there had to be a reason why 200 Naira is Akpokon, because it defied the naming patterns of the other notes. Here's what I found. In Nigeria, money is counted in bills, and usually each bill consists of 100 notes. In the ancient time, however, money was counted in strings and bundles. So on one hand, you can have 40 cowries making a string or 100 cowries making a string. To get a bundle, you have to put 5 strings of 40 cowries together or 2 strings of 100 cowries together. Either way, 40 times 5 gives you 200, or 100 times 2 gives you 200. And this made akpowokon. This is how we came about akpokon for 200 naira. 500 naira is akpomejiabo, that is 200 naira in 2.5 places. Once again, amongst bus drivers and conductors, 1000 naira note is called orimeji because you have the heads of 2 prominent figures on the note. But generally, amongst everyday Yoruba people, it's called akpomarun or simply egberunko. If you were still thinking about it, I am sure you will agree with me now that the Yoruba race is an intelligent one. Tell me in the comment section which of the aliases is your favorite. Remember to like and subscribe to this channel, and please share with your friends, make this video go viral. Matumarin no forum. Odabo.